So, today, let's talk about friendships. When was the last time that you get to be with your friends all together in one place? For me, it's actually been a few years, and I feel like I've been thinking about this more and more because it's one of my friends' graduation next week. So, if you're graduating too, congratulations, you did a great job. And if you're new to my channel, my name is Nguyet and I am from Ho Chi Minh City, Vietnam, but I have lived in Canada for the past almost 6 years now. I first moved to Montreal for school and then now I'm living and working in Toronto. So moving around like that means that I've had to deal with my fair share of friendship goodbyes and also friendship changes. We just talked about graduation, right? So I remember when I was graduating, there was this feelings of both happiness and sadness. Happiness because that's one of the rare times where me and my friends dress up and look really nice and celebrating each other, but also sad because I know it's gonna be one of the few times that we'll all be together at the same place. You know, when you start thinking about something, all of the signs about it just start appearing everywhere. So not just my friend's graduation, but I've also been recommended a lot of old songs and photos that I used to take back in high school and back in uni. And it made me feel like I don't know if I want to go back. I don't think so. I don't think I want to go back to that time, but I do miss the time where I was just like goofing around with my friends and just having people that I can be myself around, people that know me outside of work, people that I can be myself with. I like Toronto, but I do feel lonely sometimes, especially in the friends department. I do have good people from work, but I feel like that still doesn't replace the same feeling that you get when you have friends that you hang out with outside of work. So I'm in my early 20s. It's like that weird in between phase where you and your friends are feeling a lot of the same things emotionally, but we have also diverged so much on paper. Most of my friends don't live in the same city as me, and I'm so proud of them for kicking ass and just trying to do the best in all parts of the world. But sometimes I do miss being in the same place. Just the other day, I was seeing a group of friends like hang out with each other, laughing, talking, walking on the street. I'm really happy for them, but part of me was like, "Ugh, I wish I also have my friends here to show them around and experience those things together." I think the thing in our early mid 20s and early adulthood is that sometimes you feel kind of awkward to reach back out to your old friends. It's not because we forgot about our old friends. Quite the opposite, I think. I think a lot of us miss having people that love us and understand us outside of our work responsibilities, outside of our professional selves. But I think there are a few reasons why it makes it kind of awkward and hard to reach back out to your old friends. First is that I think in a day, we already have so much to deal with just day to day. Like the daily grind of life can really wear you down at the end of the day, and you feel like you don't have anything quote unquote exciting to update your friends with. The second reason is that I think we're also pretty afraid that we have changed too much, afraid that our friends wouldn't understand the path that we have gone on, and afraid that we don't have that many same things in common anymore. Despite those feelings, I still think that it's important to reach back to your old friends. Number one, because they probably miss you too. And like you, they probably also feel pretty tired from the daily grind of life and also need someone who see them, someone who give them encouragement and someone who can just be done with them for a little bit. And to the point about feeling like your friends might not understand the exact same experiences that you have gone through, I think it is possible. But even when they don't understand everything, or even when they don't go down the exact same path as you did, I think there's still value in talking about those feelings and those experiences with them. I was really struggling with feeling stuck in my job back then. My friends were the ones that did not judge me. And that was really helpful for me back then because when I was feeling stuck. I remember feeling embarrassed and also kind of guilty to tell my friends about my experiences because they also have so much to do in their day already, and I feel like I would just be bothering them by bringing like those bad feelings up. But actually, when I talked to them more about my experiences and feeling anxious about the future back then, they also share their stories, and it made me feel even more connected to my friends, even more connected than when we talk about like the big moments, the times where we felt on top of the world, the times where we felt like we're quote unquote successful. That also brings me to my next point. With your old friends, we shouldn't wait until there is another like big achievement for us to reconnect with our friends and talk to them again. Because if you wait until there is a big announcement, like someone getting into grad school, someone getting married, someone moving to your city, I feel like you would be waiting at least like 2 more years for that to happen. If you think about the day to day, your friends are probably also doing the mundane tasks like you. At home, they also need to cook, clean, doing their laundry, and things like that. And so I think there is still value in talking to your friends on a random day because you miss them. And this is not a guide or anything, but here are a few small things that helped me reconnect with my friends again. First, send them anything that remind you of them. Send them a reel, send them a joke, send them something funny, because to be seen is to be loved, and everyone appreciates a message that says, I thought of you because of this. The second thing is, please don't feel pressure to have a big life update to tell your friend. Just tell them that you miss them. That is the life update. The life update is that you miss your old friends, and that's enough. The third thing is reminisce about all the dumb shit that you used to do back then. So I mentioned that I found like a bunch of photos from when I was in high school and uni, right? So I would just like send those sporadically to my friends and be like, remember when we used to do this? Remember when we used to like this thing? Remember when we used to go here? Because even though we cannot go back and change the past or go back to that specific moment, I feel like it's still nice to reminisce about them from time to time. And you can also make something for them, make a bracelet. So my friends actually made me this bracelet. I'm going to show you in a bit. This one, it's a Taylor Swift friendship bracelet of my favorite song, Call It What You Want. Oh yes, congratulations Taylor Swift on getting her masters back. I'm a huge Swiftie. Anyway, making things for your friends for the day that you see them again in person and you can give it to them, like a bracelet, write them a letter, or make a curated little box of things that you think they would like. If you hate texting, send them a voice message. I have some friends that are not the best at texting back, but they're so good at sending voice messages. And I always love it when I hear my friend's voice again, even more so than I receive a text from them. Now, there are some old friends that I talk to on a weekly basis, some on a daily basis, some on a monthly and even yearly basis, but none of them feel any less special to me. I still love them a lot. I feel really grateful to have met them and get to see how much they have grown over the years, and also just reminisce about stupid times. There are some friends that I do see updates just on social media, but I think social media definitely don't tell the full story. Even when you're following, I don't know, your friend's Finsta, private Instagram, it doesn't replace the same feeling as when you message them and text them and have a proper conversation with them. I think it's likely that your friends miss you too, so be the first person to reach out, because at the end of the day, to laugh so much with your friends until your stomach hurts, to reminisce about the stupid shit that you used to do together, to switch between languages because you know that your friends would still understand what you say, and to send a message that says, I'm thinking of you, and receive the same message back. I almost forgot that this is the whole point. Anyway, I think I'm gonna go text my friends soon. Take this as a sign to text your friends, because it's likely that they also miss you as well. Someone just has to go first, right? So please text them first, okay? Filming my first outdoor video. Hella scary, even for an extrovert. So I don't know how people do this. Anyway, I did it. I did it. I did it. I did it. Yay!